And today we'll be talking about the OST-6 version 2.0. Now I'd like to go over the different connections for the OST-6 version 2.0. The first thing you're going to want to do is give this little guy some power. So you take the end of the cable from the power supply and just slip it into the back here, and you're up and running. Okay, now for example, say you're coming from a microphone. Well, you grab the cable and you take the XLR side of it, the male side of the XLR cable, slip that into the input, and then you grab another cable and you take the female side of the cable, XLR, slip that into the output, and then from there you're going to take the other extreme of that cable, the other end, and put it into your sound card. And just as easy as that, you're up and running, ready to record. Now, I want to mention one other possible setup here, which is really nice, is with these link buttons here, you can eliminate the need, if you're using a couple consecutive modules, you can eliminate the need to have to hit from one output to the next input with a patch cable, just by tapping the button. I'll give you an example. For example, you take the output of your microphone, slip it into the first slot, which may be, well, I don't know, maybe you've got a 73 Junior 2 in there, very fine preamp. What you're going to do is hit that preamp with your microphone, hit the link button, and the output will be internally directed straight to the input of the next adjacent module. And maybe this would be a 73 EQ, for example. So then you can have your preamp, your EQ, and maybe you've got a compressor here. So then you can also hit that button and go straight from the output there to the input. And then you would tap the output of that third channel, the compressor in this case, and route that onto your sound card. So what this does is eliminates the necessity of using extra patch cables between the different modules. Okay, and last thing I'd like to mention is that all of the connectors are on gold-plated XLRs, ensuring the finest possible connection. The OST-6 version 2.0 comes with these very handy side ears that just get connected like this, enabling you to rack it up in any 19-inch rack. Very convenient. They both obviously come included. You also have this very convenient little handle up on top, so you can just lug it around, making transport very easy and comfortable. And of course it does have the little rubber feet on the bottom to ensure a quality, stable setting. Now, in terms of other features, once again, we do have the red and green little LEDs inside to check to make sure to ensure that the proper voltage is arriving at each individual slot. And a new feature here is that now we've added jumpers, which are much easier to set, for the compression linking, which is just up to the top left of each of the slots. Now configured with jumpers. Okay, another feature that we'll mention, we'll go over it a little bit more in depth later in the connections, but is this little button, little white button on the back, which is for linking two adjacent channels, therefore eliminating the need to use a physical cable to connect them. You can just hit the button and the signal will flow directly internally. This is a very convenient unit for portable recording or anytime when you're on the move. Very convenient, well powered. And we have to mention and really underline that once again, this is designed with OST. This is a special design that we've developed here, and it's on-slot technology. And what it does is it essentially powers each slot individually, therefore guaranteeing the best isolation, filtering, and protection for your modules. One other advantage of that is it also guarantees that you'll always receive ample current to the module. As you probably have either witnessed firsthand or heard about, many times there are certain modules that are particularly power hungry. And sometimes that can disturb the adjacent modules, or all the modules sometimes in the rack. If they're sucking up too much power, that won't happen here because each individual slot is guaranteed its ample current. And that actually can really help to even enhance performance, particularly notable in mic preamps. Okay, and I would like to mention that this is our 6-unit enclosure. We also offer the OST-4 2.0 for 4 units, as well as the OST-10 version 2.0, and then a very special unit, which is the MCM-8.2, which not only allows you to house 8 individual modules, but it also has a little summing mixer attached to it as well, which is really a nice feature. Okay, well, I hope we've been able to clear up any doubts you may have had with the OST-6 version 2.0. Nonetheless, do always feel free to get in contact with us through our webpage.